Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be being alpha. Well, I've got two really great success stories. The first one is from a soldier who shares how my work has helped him get the girl that he's dating now, and how it's also helped some of his brothers in arms. One of them is suffering with depression, another one's going through a divorce, and another guy has always been Mr. Nice Guy, the kind of gay male girlfriend type. And he says they've all completely embraced what is taught in my book, and he says really great the results that they're getting. And so I love it because he's a trooper, and I love guys in the military. I come from a military family. So, and the second email success story is from a guy who details how my work has helped him in his dating life as well. And he's got a really great success story with a really drop-dead gorgeous woman who he says was the type of woman that a short period of time ago would have been way out of his league, and he would have never thought he'd have been able to hook up with her. So I got a quote that I wrote, and then we're going to jump right into both emails. And the quote says, being alpha means taking personal responsibility for your own life, actions, and outcomes. Your success or failure depends 100% upon what you do or fail to do. Only weak people blame others for their own failures, shortcomings, or lack of success. Alphas look at failure as simply a necessary learning experience and stepping stone on the path to ultimate victory and success. Betas play the victim, blame others, and convince themselves that life is a game of luck and chance. Alphas make their own luck. The moment you blame anyone or anything outside of yourself for the circumstances of your life is the moment that you give away your power and ability to shape and change your destiny. Everyone has setbacks, traumas, failures, and unexpected circumstances. Alphas use everything that happens to them in life, good and bad, as a life lesson, opportunity for growth, and tool to improve themselves. Hey, fucking men to that. With that said, let's go through the first guy's email. Hey, coach, I would ask you how you're doing, but I already know you're fucking awesome. You ain't fucking kidding, dude. I've been following your work for about 8 months now, and I'm learning so much from you. It was so important that I passed it to a couple of my fellow soldiers. Well, thank you and your brothers for your service. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate the fact that you are learning and applying my book. Because when you guys are in the front lines, out on patrol, we need you focused like a fucking laser beam, happy, not worrying about shit going on back home with your chick or your wife, being happy, being certain, being confident, and taking care of those little fucking details that keep you and your battle buddies alive. One just went through a divorce, and the other suffers from depression and constant negative thoughts. After hearing me sing your praises, they finally bought your book, and I can see a total difference in them. The one that suffers from clinical depression and has a low self-image is finally carrying himself like the confident alpha male that I know he is buried deep down. That is fucking awesome. It's his birthright. It's his natural state anyway. When you apply what's in the book, it just comes out naturally. Everyone at the office could tell a difference, and they started treating him with respect that he demands. That's fucking great. He's still working through your book, but just seeing the spirit of optimism he didn't have before is an amazing gift in itself. He's filtering out the negative he used to drown in. Dude, that is so fucking awesome. My other brothers in arms, who just had a divorce, has started following your work, and he is doing amazing. He always comes off as the male, gay best friend to women, but now he's learning to assert himself and create opportunities for sex to happen. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him too. I'm proud of all you guys. You're fucking awesome. As for how you've helped me, I'm rereading your book because I, like most guys, only paid attention to the pickup side of your book when I read it. A lot of guys do that. They start getting laid and they're hooking up. They're like, I got it. It's easy street. I don't need their relationship shit. I got everything I needed. I cherry picked when I needed. Fuck him and 10 to 15 times. Now that I'm dating a beautiful girl who has all the attributes I've wanted in a partner, I'm rereading the relationship aspect and doing the best I can to stay centered and be that mountain. How I made it happen was I was direct, decisive, I made a date. She denied at first, but then she counteroffered my beach proposal to take a lake date with her friends. At first I said I didn't want to impose on her and her friends, but when she said it was her girlfriend and that girl's dad, who's very successful, I ended up going. So he went and did a group date, which I wouldn't suggest, but at the end of the day, everything that's in the book is not meant to be totally etched in fucking stone. It's a principle. It's a way of living and being and showing up as a man. And you can get away with violating some of the principles. It's all about displaying strength or weakness. But in this particular case, like I said, I personally wouldn't have done it, but it's worked. You'll see it worked out for the best. The idea is to do more things right than wrong, not to become a fucking anal retentive jackass or a robot. I kept everything lighthearted and kept up with conversation with the successful father, which she totally found hot. I let her, like a cat, stroll around the sandbar party, but of course, me staying centered and not following her around like a puppy, and she came back to me. That was her little way of testing you, to see how you would react, how you would interact with people that are close to her and she really cares about. So she was using them as a tool to potentially be a cock blocker to you or weed you out if you were a nut. But obviously, she liked you. And you're together at this point. We ended the night with passionate sex. Ding ding, we have a winner. All possible because of you. I mean, at the end of the day, he knew enough and he did a great job of creating rapport with the other girl's father who was there. He didn't follow the girl that he liked around like a little puppy. He was just there to enjoy himself because he knew that he was the gift and the prize. And since women are like cats, they always come back anyways when they like you, when the interest is still there. So great fucking job. Proud of all you guys. Keep kicking ass. Thank you again for your service. So let's go to the second email success story. This guy says, "Hi Corey, I wanted to share what has happened for me as a result of following your advice and studying your work. I recently started dating an unbelievably drop-dead gorgeous woman. The kind of woman you say is possible to date if we just follow your work and apply the principles you teach. Well, think about how much more fun it is when you're with somebody who knocks your socks off in every way versus somebody that's just kind of I've read your book and listened to it on Audible a total of 12 times. Another reason why this is a good success story. And will continue to do that along with watching your numerous videos. The idea is the book is the fundamentals. It's the training or coaching manual, if you will. And these videos are to help you fine-tune your approach and supplement the information that's in the book. I did email you a little over a year ago relaying some positive things that happened to me at a bar one night by using alpha body posture that you teach in your video, Body Language That Attracts Women, and I had a few hotties that night smiling at me and one that was half my age smacking my butt as she passed. Guess you're just a piece of meat for the ladies. So now this woman I started dating, who was totally out of my league, says to me, this is great. She says, I used to think that alpha was a term for guys who were acting all macho and being loud and obnoxious and showing off. But I think you're an alpha male and you don't act that way at all. You're an alpha, but you don't even try to be one. You just are. That's a fucking great compliment, dude. In other words, you act like a fucking real man, and I don't see those very often. You're a fucking unicorn. This dude became a unicorn to the ladies by simply applying what was in the book. Good for him. I feel very protected when I'm with you. Corey, I love it. She says you don't even try, and we both know it takes a lot of practice and work. Yeah, well, for her, it's easy and effortless, but obviously she doesn't know about all the time and that you put into it. You know, as the old saying goes, it took me 10 years to become an overnight success. Nobody sees the work and the failures and the rejections and the things that go into that. But you did the work. You focused on trying to get a little better each and every day, and now you get the results. So he continues on. She then adds, you're so easy to be with. I think what we have is amazing, and you challenge me. You're not boring, you're intellectual, and so am I, and I like that. People who like the same things tend to like each other. Of course, after sex recently, she mentioned, oh my God, that was amazing. I came 5 times. But hey, Corey, who's counting? And just when you thought you would get no credit for that happening, you actually did teach through a personal experience you had with a girlfriend. Yes, I did write about that in my book. And I think I originally, if I'm not mistaken, I think something that David Data mentioned in his book, The Way of the Superior Man, he talked about that. And that was like 2000, I want to say 2002, a girlfriend that I had that I wrote about was when I first experienced that. It blew me away. I was like, wow. So here's what she said. Through a personal experience that you had with a girlfriend, that she would have one orgasm and tell you, okay, now it's your turn. Actually, what she was saying is, I wanted to come at the same time. I was like, well, I'm almost there. Keep going. She's like, I'm almost there. Are you there? I'm almost there, baby. Keep going. And then she finally has her orgasm. And she's like, you didn't come yet. And I was like, keep going. Don't stop. Oh, no. It's fucking beautiful. It's all about your strength. In other words, you're going to come when you fucking feel like it, when you're ready. In other words, she feels your strength, literally. And you just ignored that request and showed her who's in control. And what better way to show her who's in control of things than to make her come over and over and over and over again. If you're great in bed with the ladies, they never forget that, even long after you're no longer together. Thanks for being such a great life coach, Corey, and dedicating your life to helping others, not to mention giving your advice via videos and book for free. And for those of you that haven't read my book for free yet, go to my website, subscribe to the email newsletter. You'll get a link in your email. Click that, agreeing to subscribe, and it'll take you right to the members area where you can read it. And then once you see how awesome it is, then you can buy a paperback or a Kindle or the iBook version, or you can get the Audible version of my book for free by doing an Audible free trial. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Even if you don't like it, you can get your money back either way. But read it for free on my website. Then when you're convinced of its value, then go buy it. None of the successes that I've had would be possible without your influence. I had no idea what a pathetic beta male I had been for so many years. Jesus Christ, I was a pussy. I've turned it around in a big way. You rock, bro. Dude, you fucking rock. Look at you. You're having a great time. You're hanging out with a great fucking super hot chick that you like who's out of your league. I mean, that's your birthright, dude. I know you think she's out of your league or you say that, but the reality is it's supposed to be that way. Because if you weren't that into her, she could feel it. And if she could feel it, it'll come right back to you, because women match and mirror right back to you how you're showing up. And for those of you that would like to get my help personally, you can go to my website, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book whatever coaching option works for you. And I will talk to you soon.